41 years old, the oldest outfield player ever to start a World Cup match in history. Cristiano Ronaldo walked onto the NRG Stadium pitch in Houston, and the crowd went absolutely insane. Portugal, one of the tournament favorites, were expected to destroy DR Congo. Easy 3 points. No drama, no surprises. Instead, DR Congo scored in first-half stoppage time, drew 1-1, earned their first-ever World Cup point, and left Ronaldo and all of Portugal absolutely stunned. This is the story of the most dramatic draw at the 2026 World Cup so far. Let me take you through every crucial moment of this match. 6. Joao Neves, assisted by Pedro Neto, brilliant first-time finish, Portugal 1-0. 45+5, Yoane Wissa, header, assisted by Arthur Masuaku, Congo DR's first-ever World Cup goal. 1-1. 6th minute, Joao Neves opened the scoring beautifully. Pedro Neto drove down the left, picked out Neves, who finished first time into the far corner. Portugal 1-0. NRG Stadium erupted. Lisbon watch parties went crazy, then nothing. Portugal dominated possession 68% of the ball, but could not score a second. Ronaldo had just one touch inside the penalty box in the entire first half. Bruno Fernandes was anonymous. And then 45+5 minutes. First half stoppage time. Arthur Masuaku whipped in a corner. Yoane Wissa, Newcastle striker, rose highest and headed it into the net. 1-1. DR Congo's first ever goal in World Cup history against Portugal in first half stoppage time. Unbelievable. The stats tell a fascinating story about this match. Portugal's stat, Congo DR, 68% possession, 25%, 7 shots. Total 8-1, on target 2-5 shots, in box 2-2, outside box 6. Look at those numbers carefully. Portugal had 68% possession, but only 1 shot on target. 1. In 90 minutes, against DR Congo. DR Congo had 8 shots total, more than Portugal. They had 2 shots on target to Portugal's 1. They were actually the more dangerous team in front of goal. This was not a lucky draw for Congo. This was a deserved point from a team that showed incredible organization, discipline, and attacking threat throughout. Now let us talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. Because despite the disappointing result, he made history simply by walking onto the pitch. 41 years and 132 days old. Ronaldo became the oldest outfield player ever to start a match in World Cup history. Ever. In 96 years of World Cup football. Nobody has done this before. 23rd World Cup appearance. Only 4th on the all-time list, alongside Italian legend Paolo Maldini. And he is only getting started. 6th World Cup, equal record with Messi, set just the day before. The 2 greatest players of their generation, both at their 6th and final World Cup, both making history together. But here is the painful part for Ronaldo. He had just 14 touches in the first half, 1 touch inside the penalty box. He fired 2 half chances off target in the second half, and he could not add a 9th World Cup goal to his name. After the match, Ronaldo did not speak to reporters. He posted on X, "It wasn't the start we wanted, but this is far from over short, angry, determined. Classic Ronaldo." But the real story of this match is not Portugal. The real story is DR Congo. Their first ever World Cup goal. Their first ever World Cup point against one of the tournament favorites in stoppage time. Coach Sébastien Desabre's words after the match were deeply moving. "I'm obviously very proud today because we've worked extremely hard. It was a very difficult match against a team that was stronger than us. But we showed courage and resilience. Scoring our first goal is a huge source of pride because it reflects the character of this team." Yoane Wissa, the hero, Newcastle striker, 25 years old. His header in stoppage time, assisted by Arthur Masuaku, was the most important goal in Congo DR football history. Their squad is remarkable. Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back, former Manchester United. Axel Tuanzebe and Chancel Mbemba at center back. Arthur Masuaku at left back. All Premier League experienced players. They are not a small team. They are a dangerous, well-organized side that can hurt anyone. Center-back Steve Kapuati headed just wide for Congo in the second half. It could have been even more dramatic. Portugal now have a serious problem. They dropped 2 precious points against a team they were expected to beat comfortably. And the manner of the draw reveals deep concerns about their attacking play. 1 shot on target in 90 minutes. Despite 68% possession, despite having Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Pedro Neto, and Vitinha on the pitch. Roberto Martinez brought on Francisco Conceicao at halftime, replacing Bernardo Silva. Then Goncalo Ramos replaced Vitinha in the 83rd minute. But neither change made a difference. ESPN analyst noted, Portugal have a Ronaldo problem again. He was peripheral throughout, and his best days at this level may be behind him. Their next matches: Colombia on June 23rd, Uzbekistan on June 27th. They must win both. A draw or defeat against Colombia could mean an early exit from the tournament. Unthinkable for one of Europe's most talented squads. Portugal 1-1 DR Congo. Ronaldo, the oldest outfield player in World Cup history, drew a blank. DR Congo, in their first ever World Cup, earned their first ever point against one of Europe's greatest teams. Is Ronaldo's World Cup dream already slipping away? Can Portugal recover? And can Congo DR go even further and qualify from Group K? Comment below, who do you think wins Group K? Portugal, Colombia, Congo DR, or Uzbekistan? Subscribe now, because this World Cup is producing stories nobody predicted every single day. Together,